Damage foresight is not necessarily a fundamental. I could have placed it under knowledge as well. I'd place it in S tier, but it is really between S and A tier. Damage foresight is your ability to expect how much damage you will do or other people will do. It's a skill you really build up simply by playing the game a lot. Every game you play, you have a bunch of situations your brain is gonna take mental pictures from. Next time you're in a similar situation, you're gonna have an instinct on how the situation is going to play out simply due to these mental pictures. Map awareness is kind of tricky. If we're talking about lower elo, I would place it A tier, maybe even B tier. But the higher elo you go, the more important it becomes. So I'm gonna have to place it in S tier, because if you have any goals to reach beyond diamond, then you're going to have to learn it. So might as well start learning it on the go. This might be an unpopular opinion. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. But for lower elos, I really don't think it as important as people make it out to be. Poking, trading and all-in. I'm placing it in A tier. It goes a bit hand in hand with general champion knowledge and matchup knowledge. Knowing when your opponent is on CD, knowing when your opponent is on cooldown, and how your trading pattern versus their trading pattern functions. And for those who don't know the difference, poking is when you hit a champion a couple of times and usually don't receive any damage back. Trading is when you trade blows back and forth. And all-ins are all-ins. Cookie cutter builds is B tier, not because it's not important, but because recommended items nowadays is just so good at guiding you. Some people would say itemization as a whole should be under fundamentals, but I think itemization as a whole is too deep for a fundamental. Cookie cutter builds on the other hand is manageable. Vision. Similar to map awareness, it's less important in lower elos, probably a B or maybe even C tier in lower elos, but the higher elo we get, and especially if we start talking about competitive, it's an S tier. But because this list is not primarily about competitive, I'm gonna place Vision in A tier.